Hello, good evening, everyone. Myself, Varun. So today we will be going through how to read a data from the properties class in Java. So the purpose of properties class is a subclass that is of hash table that represents the persistent set of properties. The properties class can be used to read and write properties from a file. So we will try to read a set of data from a file, and it can be also be used to store the properties in memory. And so we can make sure that all the data, whatever we are trying to pass through the hard coded data, we'll try to utilize those data and we will store those data in the properties file. Okay, so how to store those data in properties file. So first we need to create a properties file. So let us go to our project learn to automate. So we'll click right click new. We'll try to create a config folder. So within the config folder, we will try to add a data. So suppose I am passing an XPath over here. So we'll try to store this XPath in the properties file. So right click new and create a new file. And I will name that file as locators dot properties. So within this file, we will try to store all the locators. And so let us do one thing. We'll try to copy this and we'll paste it over here. We paste an XPath over here in the locators.properties. So what we will do, we will try to read this particular set of data. So it contains basically key and value. It is very simple and easy. Uh, so let's write a small code over here. Okay. So here I will write a small data code to read a data from properties file. So we'll try to read file reader. We need a file reader. Okay. Is equal to new file reader. So within this we will try to pass a parameter that is the location of our file, that is locators.properties. We'll try to copy this and we'll copy this and we'll paste it over here. Then we need to change this. So this will make sure that we are reading a data. Okay. Okay, after getting this data, we'll try to utilize this file reader in our properties file. Okay, then we'll call the properties file class properties rop is equal to new properties. Okay, now we'll try to load these properties. Okay, so prop dot load. So this load function basically reads a property list in a key and element pairs, that is a key and value. So we'll double click over here. This reader we will try to input over here. Okay, so that's it guys. So this 3 line of code is more than enough to read a data from the properties file. And so what we will do, prop. So over here we are passing an XPath. Okay, so first we will try to print over here that we are getting an XPath. Okay, system dot prop dot load. Okay, now we will copy the web element, this particular key value, and we'll try to paste it over here. Getting small error. Prop dot load. Okay, sorry. That is prop dot get get property. Okay, sorry guys. So we need to add this. We need to pass a web element over here. That's it, guys. So we'll make sure that we are trying to print an XPath over here. Okay, I'll try to execute this piece of code. Let us see how it is working. So the code will launch. Okay, we got an XPath which was stored in locator.properties. So now we can utilize this. Okay, so I would do one thing. I'll just copy this thing and I will just paste it over here. So now if I execute, I don't want my XPath or anything needs to be hard coded over in my code. So everything will be located in the properties file. So once I execute, it will take the data from the properties file and my data will not be hard coded. Okay, that's it. It got executed perfectly fine. And we can see the web element that was stored over here in the locator.properties. It is taking from the properties file. So in this way, whatever the data that we want to store, such as configuration, or if you want to store the XPath, or so such data, we can store it in the like properties file, and we can make use of that. Because sometimes if you're trying to use this particular any piece of code, like any project into DevOps application, or if you want to launch your application, so if there is any configuration changes or if there is any data set changes, so such data we need to maintain in the properties file. So that's it, guys. That's the use of the properties file. So you can try this piece of code and you can let us know like if you want to learn more, or if you want to which topics you want to learn. You can add in the comments. You can like, subscribe and share my YouTube channel so that someone else can learn something new stuff. Thank you very much. Good night. Take care.